Success is not the key of happiness. Happiness is the key of success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. Hello everyone, myself Nigar Sultana. Welcome back to RN Digital Learnings. In our previous video, we have learned the language and its operation. In this video, we are going to learn about the finite automata, its definitions, how do we mathematically represent it, what is transition diagram, what is transition table with an example.
Let me begin with a new topic, finite automata. Finite automata is a mathematical model which is used to study the abstract machine or the abstract computing device with inputs chosen from an alphabet. Already I have told you that finite automata is a mathematical model. It's a machine which is used to recognize the patterns like DFA, NFA. So here inputs in the sense I have told you that it can be A, B or any symbol which is chosen from a set of symbols. So this is your sigma. We need to pass a string into this finite automata. Through this string, it can be accepted or it can be rejected. So these are the two cases. Now let's see how we can mathematically represent this finite automata. For this finite automata, we have 5 tuples. We have 5 parameters, that is, first tuple is Q, sigma, this is a transition function, Q naught, comma F. So I'll be representing what all are this. So what does this Q indicates? Q indicates the state. So this is a finite, non-empty finite state. Non-empty finite set of states. Yes. Now, what is this? Sigma indicates these are alphabets or the input symbols. Next comes this is your transition function. How will you represent this? Q into alphabet which gives you Q, and this is your transition function. What is this Q naught? Q naught is your start state. F indicates your final state. In the representation of the finite automata, it includes the 5 tuples, that is Q, sigma, transition function, Q naught and F. So Q indicates the state, which is a non-empty finite set of states. Sigma indicates the input symbol, that it can be A, B, C or anything. And this is a function which is this state is multiplied by sigma, which gives another state. Next comes the Q naught, which indicates the start state, and F indicates the final state. Now, what is a transition diagram? Transition diagram is a directed graph where nodes represents state, whereas the label edges represent transition function. I'll show you an example for the transition diagram. First, let's know what are the notations we are going to use in the transition diagram. So this is called as node. This represents the state. It is represented by circle. So here Q1 indicates that it is one state. Next is state with an arrow mark. So this indicates start state. Now, when we have a double circle, this indicates a final state. Next notation. Q0, which is directing to Q1. So this indicates the transition function. This can be written as transition function of Q0 comma A, which gives Q1. I'll explain you. Here, this transition function, I have told you the transition function is being represented by Q into sigma, which gives another state. See, this is Q is nothing but this Q0. And what is the input symbol we are using? A. And it is moving towards Q1 state. In this way, we are going to represent the transition function. It starts from Q0 and it ends till Q1. If it is ending, so this can be my final state. So I must give a double circle for this. Now let's see what is a transition table. When a transition diagram is given, if you want to convert into the transition table, I'll explain you how to do that. Suppose if I have a diagram, Q0 is my start state, Q1 is my final state. Now, A is an input. So, how will you represent this in the transition function? Q0 A, which is equals to Q1. So, this is a transition function. I want to convert this transition diagram into a transition table. How will I convert? So, first, usually we know the table is made up of rows and columns. So, first, this is your transition function. These are your input symbol. Now, which are the states? So, each row represents states and column represents alphabets or the input symbol. Now, which are the states do we have? Q0 and Q1. So, now we must observe on from Q0, A is moving to which state? A is moving to Q1 state. So, Q1. Now, from Q1, where the A is moving, we doesn't have any alphabet or any symbol from Q1. So, I must write it as null. So, Q1 is my final state. So, indicate with star mark that indicates a final state. So, this is my transition table. Now, let me take an example. With this help of example, I'll explain you what are the 5 tuples of the finite automata and how to represent in a transition table. So, let me take an example. This is my transition diagram. Now, let me write a transition function now. So, how will I write? So, finite automata is defined as, so what are the tuples we have already learned? Q, sigma, transition function, Q0 and F. So, what is this Q? Q is states. How many states do I have? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, first Q0 is one state, Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. So, these are my states. Now, sigma. So, what is this? This indicates an alphabet, that is input symbol. So, which are the input symbols we come across in this diagram? A as well as B. Next, Q0 is my start, which is a starting state. So, this is my Q0 is my start states. Next, so what is F here? F is your final state. Check out which state does have double circle. So, Q3 is our final state. So, these are the 5 tuples. Now, let's see how to draw a transition table. I have told you the row indicates the states and the column indicates the input symbol. So, A as well as B are my input symbols, and Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. So these are my states. So this is my starting states. So indicate with an arrow mark, and this Q3 is my final state. So indicate with a star mark. Now check out. From Q0, A input is moving toward which state? Q2. So write on Q2. From Q0, B, next is B input. B input is moving towards which state? Q1. So write on Q1 here. Now observe on the Q1, check out, A input is moving from Q1 state to which state? Q3 state. So write on Q3. Next, from Q1, B input is moving toward Q2 state. Write on Q2. From Q2, A input is moving from Q2 to Q3. Write on Q3 here. Now, from Q2, do we have any B input? No, we doesn't have any B input. So write on null. Now from Q3, just check out, is there any input symbol A and B? No, we doesn't have. So write on null. So this is your transition table. This is a way of defining a finite automata as well as writing the transition table. I hope everyone have understood. If you have any doubt, kindly do ask in the comment section.
Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe and share with your friends.